Hey everybody, it's Delicia, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly top 5 cigar picks. These are the cigars coming out of my humidor and hopefully making their way into your humidor for your week of smoking. Starting with number 5 this week, we have the Villiger San de Oro Colorado. This is featuring a nice Ecuadorian wrapper. Nicaraguan binder filler. It's a medium-bodied smoke, very smooth. You do pick up notes of a very rich espresso bean as well as some dark chocolate, little hints in there. A dab of cinnamon if you search for it, but it's a really nice overall addition to their San de Oro portfolio. They also have the Maduro and a Connecticut, and I like the Maduro quite a bit as well, but the Colorado is again very flavorful, very nice cigar. Moving on to number 4 this week, we have the Camacho Coyolar. So this is a Honduran puro, single farm vintage. So reminds me of like how you'd classify wine, you know, the single farm vintage kind of a thing, or even coffee. Again, single farm vintage, but it's a Criollo varietal. So that's the type of seed that they're using. Again, all from this single farm. Not the first to do that. That's kind of become one of those, it's not really popular, but it's become kind of a thing that some manufacturers are doing to stand out, and that's doing those. There's a couple, Steve Saka's done it. I want to say he did it before them with this single farm type of idea, taking all the tobacco from one place. Usually it's mixed and you're getting a little bit here, a little bit there, and all over. But in this case, it's just, again, all of the components, all of the tobacco is from the one farm. So again, kind of unique for the cigar world, especially for non-Cubans specifically. It is a stronger, fuller bodied. It does have a nice aged cedar, cocoa, very rich leather notes, a little bit of a warm spice background on it, really nice. Number 3 is the La Paulina number 1. Nice Sumatra wrapper, Costa Rican binder, Nicaraguan and Honduran on the filler. So very smooth and creamy. You do get a little bit of a white pepper spice in the background. Huge fan of La Paulina. They're another strong brand that has a lot of really good cigars in their overall portfolio. So very nice. Again, variety of vitolas. La Paulina is, I like them a lot because they make quite a few offerings in a Lancero. So always a fan of that. Always on the lookout myself personally for those Lanceros. Moving along to number 2 this week, we have the H. Upmann blended with collaboration with AJ Fernandez. This one's the Ecuadorian Sumatra seed wrapper, Nicaraguan Corojo 99 on the binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican on the filler. So nice milk chocolatey notes, creamy red pepper, vanilla, cedar, nutmeg. You get black cherry, you even get a little bit of coffee on there. Really nice, if you can't tell by all those different notes. Really nice cigar, huge fan. Again, AJ is one of those people that like anything he touches seems like it turns to gold, especially lately. He's like the popular kid on the block where everybody wants to do something with him, have him blend, have him grow, all of those things, because he does all of that, which is very nice. I've had the pleasure of visiting his farm a time or two, which is just something incredible to see the whole operation. Again, the farm aspect, the factory, just very nice to see all of that. And he's a very hands-on person, so you can tell that, you know, you'll see him riding in on his horse out in the farms, things like that. He's, again, very hands-on. He's not somebody sitting in an office ordering everybody around. He's out there, you know, getting it done. So hats off to AJ, as always. Which brings me to number 1, is an older, kind of a classic stick. And that is the Oliva G, very nice box pressed beauty. Cameroon wrapper, so super flavorful. Love Cameroon wrappers. I don't smoke enough of them. It seems like it's not a regular, necessarily a particular wrapper that I have a lot of in my humidor for whatever reason. But this one is a very nice Cameroon wrapper, Cuban seed Habano binder, Nicaraguan Habano filler, creamy, buttery, toasted almond, nice, like a sweet little, almost like a vanilla almond cookie kind of a thing, like those, we used to get them at the Chinese food restaurant. It was like the cookies and they had an almond in the middle, kind of like reminds me of that. I don't know. It's not like eating that cookie. I mean, the cookie is very sweet. The cigar just reminds me of that, some of the little notes in there. And then you get a nice little splash of nutmeg mixed in, but very nice. In particular, that cigar goes exceptionally well with my Yirga Chef Ethiopian coffee, Hopping Goat. Love the name. I can't take all the credit. My oldest brother helped me with that name. He's very creative and funny and goofy and all of those things. So Hopping Goat. Anyways, with that Cameroon wrapper, it just pulls the nice elements in the coffee, really accentuating like those fruitier notes in the coffee. But for some reason, the creaminess and the butteriness from the cigar and that little bit of the sweet almond, it just kind of meshes well. I don't know. It just seems kind of like odd when you compare those notes together, but it just works. So that's been a very nice pairing that I highly recommend that you try. And of course, you can find my coffee on tassascoffeebydelicia.com. I encourage you and welcome you all to visit and try out. I do have 3 different coffees right now that I'm offering, one being an espresso. And again, they're all highly, passion projects and really just exceptional beans, exceptionally roasted, very fresh. I don't do old coffee. I just think it's just not good. So I'm somebody who 90% of the time drinks my coffee black and nothing in it. So I really like to taste the coffee. I'm very particular about that. Again, I've mentioned that on a few videos now, but in case you missed it and you're new visiting my channel, again, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you visit the Tassa's website, as well as picking up your 2020 Cigar Vixen calendar, which are finally available now on the website as they've always been. And if you have any questions, feel free to post your comments there. But again, thanks so much for the support and thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, all those good things. Thank you so much. Cheers.